Congratulations. How important was it to come here and get a win today after the last two results?
Yeah, obviously really important. I think obviously if you get 3 points out of 3 games, it's not enough. So there was some pressure on this game, but I think today we played very well. Maybe in the beginning we had some trouble, especially a big credit to Andre, who saved a really important penalty. He changed the game actually for us. And yeah, in the end, also on clean sheet is also really nice.
And you got your first United goal today as well. Was that move in that set piece something you've been working on?
Yeah, we've been working on some set pieces. This one was not exactly out of the book, but yeah, luckily I was on a good spot.
We saw you pointing up to someone with the celebration. Who was that for?
Yeah, it's the birthday of my wife today, so this one is for her.
After a difficult international break for you as well, did you come out here today with a bit of a point to prove?
No, not exactly a point to prove. I mean, yeah, obviously sometimes it doesn't go as well as you want, but you always have to look at the positive side. I was happy that I played 1.5 games. It's a long time for me that I played games. So yeah, this is actually the third game in 1 week. So for me, it's really important to get a rhythm, and I think today I could show already a little bit more what I can do.
We know how important Ten Hag has been in your development as a player. I imagine it's a big part of why you moved here. How have you found things so far at Manchester United?
Yeah, really nice, really nice. I'm enjoying it a lot. We have a great group, amazing guys. I think we have also a lot of young guys who still have to grow, but also want to grow. Every day on the training ground is a battle, and yeah, hopefully we can get more results like this and grow as a team, because I think that's the most important thing.
You can certainly do without any injuries in this team, but it was a very different back four to the one that started today. First of all, are you okay?
Yeah, no, I'm fine. I just had a little cramp the last 5 minutes, and yeah, what I say is the first time in I think probably 5 months that I played 3 times in a row. So yeah, I wanted to play till the end, but the coach said it would be better to take me off.
Well, these Man United fans behind you are very happy you got the goal today, and you are today's player of the match. Congratulations. Thank you.
Well, what a few days Matthijs Ligt has had, if not for country, then certainly for club, scoring his first goal then for Manchester United. And we spoke about this earlier in the programme as well, Karen. He's shown a real sense of belief, right, and self-confidence, particularly having to come back from a rather tricky few days with his country.
Yeah, it was really tricky, you know, when the manager has to take you off as international duty to protect you. And
at half-time.
Yeah, at half-time. That is tough, and like I said at the start of the show, to come back into Man United, it's not as if it's an environment that's like we're in a good position to help you out here, but fair play to him. Got a goal, clean sheet to the team, and you know, maybe he can kick on. And to be fair to him, like I said, it's a new environment, new team. Yes, he's been back with a manager, but this is a good base for him now, and hopefully he can, as an individual, can really kick on and help Man United in that back line.
Michael, I know you like the way he took his header. Before we get to that, let's have a look at the turning point in the game, which was clearly Andre Onana's penalty save, which spurred on United as a result.
Yeah, it was a very good save. I don't think there was any question mark about the penalty. Diggling there, doing brilliant for someone so young to be so positive and being so direct. We questioned whether it was just outside the box, but I think the contact continues inside the box. Just gets the toe in there, sucks the defender and the challenge in, and goes down. So no question there. That was definitely a penalty. The penalty itself was a weak one, quite an average one, wasn't close to the corner. He wasn't made to wait a long time for it, but I don't think there's any excuses. It's a solid save from Onana.
No, it is a short run up, and you're thinking, like you said, Michael, to beat Onana, you've got to bury it right in the corner. But for Archer, it was just like Southampton really needed him to score for that confidence and that run. And then that save there then was just like the catalyst, and it went all wrong there. And within 6 minutes, I think they were 2-0 down, weren't they?
Yeah, well, 2.5 minutes from that save, 1-0 United, Michael.
Yeah, it was a really good header. I know it's from a close distance, so you probably think it's easy watching that there, but he's got a lot going against him. We see Stevens playing everybody on side, which is a theme of all 3 goals actually today, from Southampton's point of view. But the spin of the ball is going against him there. It takes pace away from it when it curls in that way. So he was never going to be able to get much power. So it was all about the precision, and it was perfect, absolutely perfect. Right back across the goalkeeper, right into the corner. It's a lovely header.
Yeah, again, it's like you said, great header. You're just disappointed from again. how they just don't squeeze the pitch. You know, second phase again for this goal, you don't get out to Rashford quick enough, and as soon as it goes back, any negative ball back, you have to squeeze as a group. And the minute you leave players in a position where they're onside, did it make Ramsdale difficult to see the ball? Who's to say? But at this point, there's got to be a leader within the team that says that pass back, get out, and we squeeze, but we squeeze together. And again, there's another player, Sugawara, keeping everybody on. It's just like, you know, you can be so good in possession, you can dominate ball at the time, but if you don't do the simple things like a set piece or a second phase, or you don't squeeze the pitch, get tight to someone on their dominant foot on the edge of the 18, you'll be 2-0 down after 6 minutes when you've played pretty well up until that moment.
Yeah. They're up against it. By the way, those goals clearly coming after a half an hour period in which Southampton asked plenty of questions of Manchester United. Going to the second half, United controlled proceedings. Jack Stevens seeing red. How did you see this?
Yeah, I'm a little bit torn actually. I think it is quite cynical. I don't think it's really dangerous. I don't think there's a load of force in it, but he's absolutely meaning to trip Garnacho. But I think it is more of that. I think it's more for, you know, trying to bring him down rather than trying to hurt him. And part of me says, yeah, I get why it's a red, but then part of me would like to see a yellow as well. I'm sort of in between. I'm orange on this one, Manish. I think he's a little bit unlucky, even though he's absolutely tried to bring Garnacho down. I don't think it's really endangering the safety of Garnacho. So I think he's a little bit harshly done by.
Okay. It was a bit high, and it did make contact, albeit briefly, on that knee. Yeah,
I mean, it's high, it's out of control, but the only one thing that it didn't have the force. So that's where it's like, but look, they gave the refs call, they allowed it to happen. But I just think Stevens is late. I think he's trying to get contact, trying to stop him. But look, he has caught his knee, but I don't think there's force. I think that's the key.
Trip,
yeah, there's no force or malice in it, is there?
No, I don't think so. It is high, but of course, I mean, to bring him down, you've got to catch him, haven't you? You know.
Yeah.
And I don't think there's a load of force in that. I think I'd go with a yellow on that one personally.
But United did get themselves a third. Eventually, it took a while to come, but Garnacho off the subs bench to seal the points.
I mean, I love this pass. I really just love that pass, splitting pass, simple, set back. It's really easy. You know, wide ball in, penetrating that area that. You know, it used to be Man City's area, didn't it? It's played on again, what Michael's been saying the whole time. Your one player keeps everybody on side, and there's been a theme for 3 goals, and then one touch finish. It's a dream, isn't it?
Yeah.
Was the instruction for you going into the second half to just control the game, or was it to go out there and kill the game off?
No, kill the game off, and I think we had the chances. I don't know how many chances we had, but I think we had several chances to go early on to 3 or 4-0.
I'm sure as a manager you could do without any serious injuries in the team, but Diogo Dalot appeared to be the only defender that started the game that didn't look like he came off with any kind of injury. Is that something for you to worry about now?
Well, we had international, short in the season, some are short in the pre-season, some come from intercontinental flights. So yeah, then you have a 12:30 game that you can struggle into the end. But yeah, hopefully it's nothing serious, and yeah, we have to assess it today, tomorrow, and then we will see.
3 competitions in the next 3 games for Manchester United. A result like this can certainly ease the pressure for now, but do you need to put a run of results together to really change the mood at Manchester United?
No, the mood is very good in our team, and yeah, we know always the expectations are so high, but we have to deal with it, and we have to build our season, and we will see in May. That was last season, nothing else. We will see in May what's coming out.
And we saw a first glimpse of Manuel Ugarte today, which I'm sure a lot of Manchester United fans have been waiting for. What can he bring to this team going forward?
Yeah, it's good that we could bring him, and you saw straight what he brings to the team. He brings some control in the midfield, good interceptions. He can be very aggressive, but also on the ball very composed, keeping the game going, to linking to the back and forward. So yeah, I think first impression was very good.
Thanks, Eric. Well done.
You're welcome.
Michael, what did you make of what Ten Hag said there?
Yeah, I mean, a reasonably straightforward interview, isn't it, for him after a 3-0 win? It's not the hardest interview to do. I mean, I thought they were reasonably fortunate to go in at 2-0, but then the second half they showed a different class to Southampton. Southampton couldn't get back in it. The third goal was icing on the cake. We looked at some of the chances that have been missing so far this season. They weren't that clinical, let's say, in front of goal. And Ten Hag there just saying again that he'd like to have seen them kill off the game a little bit early, so maybe that's something to work on. But in general, it's a nice day's work for Eric.
Yeah, because you said, Karen, at the start of play today, they need a win no matter how convincing. So 3-0 in the end, you'll take that, he'll take that.
Yeah, but I'm not going to be like jumping for joy. It's good. Obviously, I said for them it's important to get the win and keep moving on. But, you're playing Southampton, just got promoted, lost 4 games. I judge Manchester United, and that's not a disrespect to Southampton, but for what Man United have, the money they've spent, the stature of the football club, I'll judge them towards the back end of the season, really, because I said still 8th last season, still negative goal difference. For me, they've still got a lot of stuff they need to improve on and prove to us as well. So, but 3-0, he'll be happy with that.
So a big win in the end.